This year, companies listed in the UK are expected to pay out in dividends almost £100 billion. In fact, companies in the UK are some of the best dividend payers in the world, and the FTSE 100 yields around 4.3%.
We love dividends as they are more predictable than capital growth and you can actually live on them. Build a large enough portfolio and you will be able to retire on your dividend payments much sooner than any dictated state retirement age.
In this video, we're going to show you 5 of the best UK dividend stocks. All of the stocks that we discuss, I personally hold in my own portfolio, so I expect the dividends to continue to be paid well into the future. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Money Unshackled, the investment channel that sets you and your finances free. This is Andy, I'm Ben, and if you like what we say, click like and hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. Number 1, Unilever. Now, this company is a colossus with a market capitalization of 109 billion. If you're new to investing, you might not have even heard of them, but I'm willing to bet that you use a lot of their products. Whenever you walk into a supermarket, you will see thousands of brands, but most of these are only owned by a small number of companies. Unilever is one of them.
They own over 400 brands, with 13 of these having sales of over €1 billion per year. Let's take a look at these.
We love this company because brands, and lots of them, create a protective moat around the company's profits. Consumers love brands and they put a lot of trust in them and they keep coming back to those brands. This gives Unilever a more predictable income stream and therefore less risk for the investor, perhaps. Just look at that share price growth on top of the dividends. They are also very diversified in their geographical reach, with sales of products all around the world.
The dividend yield is the smallest within this video, however it's still an impressive 3.01% and has a healthy dividend cover of 1.56. You can see the annual dividend and dividend cover in this table.
A rising dividend and a healthy dividend cover is exactly what you need to be looking for when constructing your dividend portfolio. In fact, Unilever even pay out consistently on a quarterly basis, which is fantastic for your cash flow.
Number 2, British American Tobacco. The name pretty much says what industry they operate in, and they are a global giant. They have a market cap of £83 billion and their dividend yield is 5.39% and is well covered.
Companies do very well when their customers keep coming back, and from an investment perspective, this is excellent for you as well. And as you can probably figure out, a tobacco company, their customers are all addicted to their product.
Combine this with an increasing global population and increasing demand within emerging economies, you end up with an amazing business model. Just look at this dividend growth. I challenge you to find a more consistent dividend payer than this stock. You'll have to ignore 2017 as this wasn't really a dividend cut. They actually moved from a biannual dividend payout to quarterly, and so for 2017 calendar year it appears as a reduced payment.
They sell their brands in more than 200 markets worldwide, and in 2017 they were the market leaders in 55 of them. Its 4 largest selling brands are Dunhill, Lucky Strike, Kent and Pall Mall, and these are just a few of many. Number 3, HSBC. This stock is one of the biggest banks in the world with an unbelievable market cap of £121 billion and an even more unbelievable 6.26% dividend.
Again, this dividend stock is another quarterly payer and has a fantastic record of paying out great dividends. Of course, as a bank, it was impacted by the 2008 credit crunch, but unlike most of its competitors, it managed to survive on its own merits rather than being bailed out. You can see they cut the dividend, but since then they've been growing it most years, or at least maintaining it.
The share price has not been as consistent as other stocks we've mentioned, but with such a high dividend yield, we can accept this. You'd be getting 6 times less with any pathetic savings account. It's better to invest in the bank's stock than in their savings products.
Number 4, Royal Dutch Shell. Are you sitting down? This company has an unbelievable £203 billion market capitalisation and a dividend yield of 5.8%. Also, it hasn't cut its dividend since World War II, which is an unparalleled track record.
It has had acceptable share price growth over the years. The main downside is Shell have been struggling to keep up with the dividend payouts, with it only being maintained for 4 consecutive years. This is due to the terrible dividend cover, which was caused by low oil prices.
Fortunately, oil prices have been rising recently, which is great news for Shell's profits and dividend payouts.
Number 5, BAE Systems. BAE Systems is a defence, aerospace and security company. Countries are constantly at war with each other, and even when they are not, there is always tensions. For this reason, there is always a consistently high demand for military weapons.
In fact, having this company in your portfolio is likely to be a great protection should war ever break out. If war did break out, then the rest of your investment portfolio would likely plummet, but this stock would likely to skyrocket.
This one is a little smaller than the other giants with a market cap of 17 billion. It still has an impressive dividend yield of 4.1% and its record for increases is truly fantastic. After all, investors love consistency and hate surprises.
Another great thing about its dividend is it looks well covered, which is essential as we don't want any cuts and it leaves plenty of room to grow the dividend in future years.
We hope this has given you some investment ideas. Question of the day. What is your favourite dividend stock and why? Let us know in the comments section.
Thanks for watching. On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is Money Unshackled. See you next time.